Hey, what's up guys, it's Destery and welcome back to another monthly favorites video. Before we get in this video, I'm really excited to show you guys I finally got an intro song for these videos. Yeah, I hired a whole bunch of tone-deaf Guatemalan children to sing me an intro song and here it is.
Monthly favorites video, monthly favorites video, monthly favorites video.
Yay! That may have been the worst song I've ever heard. It's a good thing I only paid them 13 cents and a large plantain. It's a lot of money for them. Anyways, first off I just want to say I'm really sorry for not uploading my November favorites. I didn't want to do what I did with my October favorites and upload it like 4 months late, so I just included it in my December favorites as well. But without further ado, here are my November and December favorites. Music! So in November I started listening to two new artists, Nanobii and Meadow. And I will say that both of these artists are just terrible to listen to when you're in a car because like if you listen to Nanobii when you're driving, you're like, and then when you listen to Meadow when you're driving, it's like, so yeah, not recommended really. And then in December I found a couple of new artists as well called Yitaku and Sanjaux. And I think the most amazing things about these artists is that they're both actually 16. Like what? Like I started making music when I was 14, but it really sucked. Like I'd make a song and be all excited about it like,
Hey mom, listen to this!
Wow, son, that's really good. So finding an artist that's this young that actually sounds this good is amazing. And then the last artist that I really want to talk about today is actually an opening band that I saw when I went to go to a Death Cab for Cutie concert. And that band is Pure Bathing Culture. And I think what's really cool about this band is that they're actually from Portland, so, you know, hopefully I'll be able to go and see more shows and shit. But there's just been like 2 songs that they made that's just been stuck in my head for literally like 2 weeks straight, and it just will not leave. And also what's great is having a girlfriend that doesn't like the band, because then you just constantly sing the song around them and they want to kill themselves. It's super great. But yeah, they're really, really good and you guys should definitely check them out. Movies! So in November I actually rewatched the movie Hackers. And in case you weren't around in the 90s, there's actually a special genre of movie called 90s movies. It was an era of VHS tapes, dial-up internet, in a movie where they thought that this is what hacking looked like. But despite all of that, Hackers was actually really, really good and you guys should definitely still check it out. Plus, young punk Angelina Jolie. I would smang. I would let her slob on my knob. And then in December, I watched the movie Spy, which is fucking hilarious to me for some reason. And then because of that movie, I actually went and rewatched all the Bond movies and the Mission Impossible movies, so it was like one giant month of spy movies for me. And then of course I had to go see the new Star Wars movie, being the giant, you know, Star Wars fan that I am. And I definitely was reluctant at first to go watch it, you know, because Star Wars is probably the most loved franchise in the fucking world, and there's just so many ways you could fuck it up. Yeah, guys, can we appreciate for 1 second that J.J. Abrams didn't put 85,000 lens flares in the fucking Star Wars movie? Holy shit, that's amazing! As I was watching the movie, I did notice that there was 1 lens flare, and I was thinking to myself that J.J. Abrams was probably like, okay, I understand we don't want to go overboard with the lens flares, but can we just put fucking 1 in there? All I'm asking for is 1. I don't know if he's British or what, but that's what I would imagine what was going through his brain. Anyways, not to mention, thank this movie for introducing me to Daisy Ridley, the girl who played Rey, because let's just say if my bed sheets were a woman, they'd be pregnant. Like when I sat down to film this video, my bed sheets cracked. That was far too much information, I'm sorry. But for real though. I'm just kidding. Games. So in November, I actually continued playing the Sly Cooper series, and I actually beat Sly Cooper 2. Weirdly enough, I actually liked Sly Cooper 1 more than I did Sly Cooper 2, but it's still really, really good. And then in December, I played just a titload of Minecraft, just an unhealthy amount of Minecraft. I just added a whole bunch of new features to the server, and it is now just looking fucking awesome. Has like custom plugins and factions and shit now. So yeah, if you haven't been on the Minecraft server yet, you should definitely definitely get on and come play with me and talk to me and have fun with me and stuff. Dude, what are you doing?
TV series.
So a lot of you guys don't really know this about me, but I actually like watching really old TV shows. And you're probably like, oh, like Cat Dog and stuff. Yeah. No. I mean like fucking old shows, like from the 70s. So that being said, I started watching the show Soap again, which, just hear me out, is really good. It has young Billy Crystal, the guy who plays Calcifer in Howl's Moving Castle, and he plays a gay guy that wants to get his sex changed. And I think the craziest part about the show is actually it was made in the 70s, so back then it was not right or okay to be gay, but the family still like loves him and accepts him and stuff, which was, I think, just a really positive message to send, especially way back then. But yeah, really good show if you like, you know, old-timey TV shows, I guess. And then in December I started watching the show Arrow, which was really good in the beginning, but then just got fucking terrible in like season 3. Fucking terrible. Like season 1 was like, oh, okay, this is pretty good. Season 2 was like, oh shit. And then season 3 was like, what is this? Like that different. And then in December, Nathan came down and actually convinced me to watch The Flash, which, you know, at first I was like, this looks so bad. But he actually got me into it and somehow it's surprisingly good. And trust me, I already hate myself enough for liking a show where the fucking main bad guy's name is Zoom. Zoom! That's not even the worst part. There's also a gorilla with telekinesis in the show and somehow I'm still watching it. And then also because Nathan was here, I made him watch one of my favorite shows ever, which is Spartacus. Spartacus. Really good show if you haven't seen it. I will say though, there is a tremendous amount of sex scenes in that show and you just see way more dicks than you could ever want to see. So there's that. And also you kind of need a brain to watch the show because they speak like, I would have words, brother. Speak them quickly or see head removed from fucking shoulders. So if you're dumb and you're watching the show, you're gonna be like,
What? Why don't they just speak normal? Fucking shit.
And finally, the best thing. So the best thing from November and December was probably hanging out with my mom and Nathan. So my mom came into town in November to go to a concert, which I will definitely talk about in my next recap vlog. But good lord, let's just say, Mom, if you're watching, I'm not letting you drink ever again. And then in December, Nathan came down and we pretty much did nothing for like 2 weeks straight, which is fine because like Nathan and I could seriously be in a white room with nothing in it and still somehow have fun for hours on end. Like, Nathan, look, it looks like a dog. Yo, Nathan, check out this fat drop. No, dude, there's no way that Rey is Kylo Ren's sister. It is clearly Luke's daughter. No, dude, accurate. But yeah, it's awesome to have them both down here because, you know, I'm a lonely motherfucker and the only thing I do constantly is sit on Tumblr for hours on end or masturbate to pictures of Daisy Ridley for hours on end. Sounds like a bag of Cheetos being scrunched. Oh god. Anyways, those are my November and December favorites. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, make sure to give it a like and also subscribe to the channel if you want to see more. Seymour Hoffman. Philip Seymour Hoffman? He's dead. Dude, there's something wrong with my brain. I don't know. Also, let me know in the comments down below if you checked out anything from this video and what you thought about them. That being said, I will see you next time for another monthly favorites video. Thanks for watching, and fair winds. God, I am gonna have to sleep on this later. I am not looking forward to this.